morning students, welcome back to my channel Mithali's tutorial. In previous video we have discussed the important parts of chapter 1, the last lesson. Today we will begin and cover a few things of the chapter. Like first we will discuss about the author Alphonse Daudet. Then I will teach you the summary of this chapter. So, without being late, we will discuss. The writer name is Alphonse Daudet. He was born in France on 13 May 1840 and died 16 December 1897. Students, you must know about Alphonse Daudet. He was a very well-known, renounced French writer. And do you know what is special in him? He is one of those writers who have displayed human emotions very aptly and skillfully. Like in this chapter, last lesson, we have seen or we will read and find out which way he has depicted the emotion of a teacher or a person who dedicates 40 years of his life in teaching in a school. So this was special about him. Now here students I have written Contes du Lundi. The words are in French language, means in English Monday days. Friends, students, Alphonse Daudet, he was such a good writer that you can see many shades in his writing. Like he was a novelist, he has written short stories, he was a writer as well as poet. One of the famous novel name is Jack. Students, what is special in this book, Contes du Lundi? This is the book of story from where the chapter, the last lesson has been taken.
Students, this is chapter 1, the last lesson by Alphonse Daudet. And this is Mithali's tutorial. Now students, we will begin with the summary of the chapter. As I have discussed with you that there are two main important characters in the story, that is M. Hamel and Franz. So the story begins with Franz. Franz is afraid of going to school as he has not learned participle. The story begins with the incident where writer has shown that Franz, who is a student, is getting ready for school, but he is a bit nervous because he has not prepared his chapter on participle and he is afraid of getting punishment in the class. He wants to enjoy beauty of nature, the bright sunshine, the birds chirping in the wood, Prussian soldiers drilling, but resisted. Students, I want to tell you that Franz was a student who was not very much interested in going to school. Rather, he liked to enjoy the beauty of nature. He wanted to play in lap of nature. And that's why he liked sunshine, birds chirping. That day when he was going to school, he found Prussian soldiers drilling. But he could not resist himself and he watched them. When he moves further towards school, on the road, he found bulletin board. What is bulletin board? The board where all type of bad news, unfortunate news used to come from Berlin. So that was the bulletin board where villagers used to get something bad. Bulletin board, all bad news, lost battle, the draft and order of commanding officer wandered what it could be now. So when they used to get different kind of sad news, so that time they used to think that what will happen with their country, with their town and district. The changes he noticed in the school. The beginning of the day was already very bad, because since beginning only he was getting afraid. So that day everything was happening in a different way. Now when Franz reached school, he found something was different that day in the school. He found, instead of noisy classroom, everything was as quiet as Sunday morning. The teacher does not scold him and told him very kindly to go to his seat. This is the irony of the chapter, students. In the beginning, we have seen Franz was afraid that he will get punishment from his teacher, but when he reaches his school, he finds that his teacher doesn't punish him. Instead of punishing, the teacher very politely orders him to take his seat. The teacher dressed in his Sunday best. After taking seat, Franz watches his teacher, observes his teacher carefully and finds that today his teacher was not in the regular uniform. He was wearing his Sunday best attire. Why Sunday best attire? And which kind of attire? He was wearing coat, hat, and the coat was having frills. These type of attires his teacher used to wear, especially on inspection days as well as on Sundays. Villagers occupying the last bench. Not only this, a very different thing was also present in the class. Usually, students only attend the class, but that day he found that villagers were also sitting at the last bench. Now look forward. So we see, to pay tribute to M. Hamel for his 40 years of sincere service. Now we saw that villagers were sitting at the last bench for what? For appreciating as well as to pay tribute to M. Hamel, who dedicated 40 years of his life in service of school, and also to express their solidarity with friends. That day only villagers, because further I will tell you that what news came and what was the news which villagers were reading on the bulletin board. Something happened due to which villagers were that day realizing that how they love their country France and how much they love their mother tongue French. Hamel, making the announcement that would be the last French lesson, realizes that that was what was put up on the bulletin board. Now see, students, here we came to know that the news which was on the bulletin board was that now from next day onwards, the language French will not be taught in the school of Alsace and Lorraine, because it was the order which came from Berlin, and that was the news which was put up on the bulletin board. So M. Hamel made an announcement regarding this. Franz realizes that he does not know his own mother tongue. When in the story we have seen, when Franz was taking classes that day and M. Hamel was teaching, as it was his last lesson, M. Hamel took his class so soberly and nicely that made Franz realize that till now he has not paid attention to his mother tongue, and he realizes that he does not know his own mother tongue. And M. Hamel says that The person responsible for not knowing the French language is not only France. Means he said to France that you should not blame yourself for not knowing your language. There are many factors behind it. He says that he himself is also responsible for not teaching properly the French language to students, because time to time he used to send French for watering in the garden or for some other purpose. Regretted why he had not taken his lesson seriously. As the chapter was going on, Franz realized, and he is very sad also, that why he had not taken his classes chapters very seriously, because that day only he realized that from next day he will lose his mother tongue. Also realizes the reason why teacher was dressed in his Sunday best and villager sitting at the back. Then he found out that, yeah, that is the reason his teacher was in his Sunday best, because it was his last lesson. Hamel realizes that all three, the children, the parent, and he himself, are to be blamed for losing respect and regard for the mother tongue. As I have already told you, Hamel says that if a student, if a person of France, if a villager is not knowing the French language, then only that person is not responsible. Side by side, the person, his parent, means the student, his parent, and teacher himself has to be blamed. Always keep the mother tongue close to your heart, as it is the key to the prison of slavery. It happens, it is the common feeling that when something is taken from us, that day we realize the importance of that particular thing or person. So, Mr. M. Hamel, he gives a very good message to students that we all must love our mother tongue and we must keep it safely to our heart. And why he says so? Because mother tongue is only key to prison of slavery, means it is very easy to express your thought, your emotions in mother tongue rather than any other language. If the key of mother tongue is lost, you will always be locked in the prison. Atmosphere in class, teacher teaching sincerely and patiently. In previous video, students, when I discussed with you about the theme, that time I have told you teaching learning process has also been very nicely explained. So here we have seen when M. Hamel was taking classes, students were very quiet, very patiently they were listening to teacher. Students and others studying with utmost sincerity, with full dedication and devotion, students were taking their classes. France wonders sarcastically if Prussians could force peasants to coo in German. Students, this is a sarcastic statement where France has said that people or government of Berlin, Germans, they can capture our language, they can force us to speak German. So, can they force an innocent bird to speak in their language? This is a type of rhetorical question. The answer is obvious, no. They can force a human being, they can force a person to speak in their language, but they can never force the nature. Nature will behave as its own instinct and natural. behavior. Hamel, overcome with emotions, could not speak and wrote on the blackboard, "Long live France." It is the English transformation of the phrase which he has used that day, "Viva la France." So he says that at last we have seen M. Hamel gets so overwhelmed, he gets so emotional that he could not speak anything at the last, only he finished the chapter with 3 words, "Long live France." So students, this was the summary of chapter 1, the last lesson. I hope you all have enjoyed the chapter and understood the chapter properly. In the next video, we will discuss the question answer and multiple choice question. Thank you.